Cole Mitchell Sprouse, born August 4, 1992, is an American actor whose career has unfolded in front of the camera since childhood. He first became widely known for bringing to life the quick-witted Cody Martin on Disney Channel's The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, 2005-2008, and its spin-off, The Suite Life on Deck, 2008 to 2011. Years later, he reinvented himself for a new generation as the brooding, sharp-tongued Jughead Jones on the CW's hit series Riverdale, 2017 to 2023. In his early years, Sprouse often worked alongside his twin brother, Dylan, sharing the screen in projects such as Big Daddy, 1999, and of course, the beloved Suite Life franchise. Over time, Cole has carved out his own artistic identity, evolving from child star to a more mature and introspective performer. Cole Mitchell Sprouse was born in Arezzo, Italy, to American parents Matthew Sprouse and Melanie Wright. Arriving 15 minutes after his twin brother, Dylan, he was named in honor of jazz legend Nat King Cole, a nod to the musicality his parents admired. When the twins were just 4 months old, the family returned to their roots in Long Beach, California, where the boys would grow up. Years later, Sprouse chose an unexpected academic path. In college, he majored in geographic information systems with a focus on archaeology, a passion shaped by his geologist grandfather and a lifelong fascination with earth sciences. It was a field that appealed to his curiosity, his love of maps, and his desire to understand the stories hidden beneath the surface of the world. Cole Sprouse's acting journey began almost before he could walk. At just 8 months old, he and his twin brother Dylan were introduced to the industry at the encouragement of their grandmother, Jonine Booth Wright, a drama teacher and Ravitail actress. Much of Cole's early career unfolded in tandem with his brothers. The twins often shared roles as infants and young children in commercials, television series, and casting twins was a practical solution for productions, allowing a single character to be filmed for longer hours under California's child labor laws. Among their most memorable shared roles were Patrick Kelly in the sitcom Grace Under Fire, 1993-1998, Julian in the Adam Sandler comedy Big Daddy, 1999, and young Pistachio Disguisey in The Master of Disguise, 2002. In 2001, Cole stepped into his first solo role, portraying Ben Geller, Ross's son, on NBC's Friends. As the brothers grew older, they gradually began taking on separate characters, though often within the same projects. Their first appearance as distinct roles in the same production came in a Mad TV sketch. Cole's defining childhood role arrived in 2005 when he starred as the studious, endearing Cody Martin in Disney Channel's The Suite Life of Zack and Cody, opposite Zack and Cody, opposite Dylan. He continued the role in the hit spin-off The Suite Life on Deck, 2008, and its accompanying film, becoming one of the most recognizable young actors of his generation. After completing his university studies, Sprouse returned to acting with a more mature perspective. On February 9, 2016, he was cast as Jughead Jones in the CW's Riverdale, a darker reimagining of the Archie Comics universe. The series premiered in January 2017 and quickly became a cultural phenomenon, with Cole's introspective, sardonic Jughead emerging as one of its standout characters. In 2019, Sprouse made his return to the big screen with 5 Feet Apart, a romantic drama in which he portrayed a young man living with cystic fibrosis who falls in love with a fellow patient. The film marked his first major theatrical lead in 2 decades, following Big Daddy. Sprouse expanded into audio storytelling in 2020, producing and starring in the mystery podcast Borrasca, which later returned for a second season in 2022. In 2021, he joined Lana Condor in the sci-fi romantic comedy Moonshot, continuing to explore roles that blend charm, introspective, and a touch of whims. Sprouse continued to portray Jughead Jones on the CW's Riverdale through the show's 7th and final season, which concluded in 2023. His performance remained one of the series' emotional anchors, carrying the character from high school outsider to a more reflective adult version of himself. In early 2024, he returned to the big screen as the male lead in Lisa Frankenstein, a horror romantic comedy that blends camp, charm, and depth, gothic flair. The film marked another step in Spyrouse's evolution toward more eclectic and genre-bending roles. 2 years earlier, in 2022, he starred in the romantic sci-fi film Moonshot, released on HBO Max and on Apple TV in Italy. The film allowed him to explore a lighter, futuristic tone, pairing humor with a sense of cosmic longing. Beyond acting, Sprouse has also built a reputation as a producer and continues to be an active, versatile presence in the American film and entertainment industry, moving fluidly between on-screen work, creative development, and personal artistic pursuits and sound. Sprouse is an avid comics enthusiast and even spent time working at Meltdown, a well-known comic book store in Los Angeles. His love for storytelling, visual, written, and mythic has long been part of his creative identity. In recent years, Sprouse has spoken candidly about the difficult relationship he and his brother had with their mother. He has described a childhood marked by instability, explaining that the justice system ultimately intervened during their adolescence, granting full custody to their father due to their mother's struggles with mental health. Sprouse has reflected on how the entertainment industry fed into her addiction and narcissistic tendencies, noting that it often encourages the worst qualities of you as a person, a dynamic he felt was deeply at odds with the responsibilities of motherhood. In 2011, after taking a year's deferral, Sprouse enrolled at New York University. Though initially drawn to film and television production, he ultimately chose the Gallatin program, School of Individualized Study, where he crafted a curriculum centered on the humanities and archaeology. He graduated alongside Dylan in May 2015. Sprouse briefly worked in archaeology, participating in excavations, conducting lab research, and specializing in geographic information systems and satellite imaging. His academic path took him across Europe and Asia for summer digs, and during one excavation in Bulgaria, he unearthed the Mask of Dionysus, a discovery that became one of his most memorable field experiences. Photography has been another enduring passion. In 2011, he launched a personal photography website and pursued formal training at NYU. Since then, he has shot editorial work for major fashion outlets including Teen Vogue, L'Uomo Vogue, The Sunday Times Style, and W Magazine, among others. Sprouse was in a relationship with his Riverdale co-star Lily Reinhart from 2018 until March 2020. On May 31, 2020, he was arrested while participating in the Los Angeles protests for racial justice following the murder of George Floyd, joining thousands who took to the streets in solidarity. Cole Sprouse, a well-known actor, has had a very public love life, with his most famous relationship being with his Riverdale co-star Lily Reinhart between 2017 and 2020. Since 2021, he has been dating model Ari Fournier. Sprouse recently shared intimate details, admitting that he has been cheated on in nearly all of his relationships.